All right, testing mic now. There we go. Woohoo! Hey, Abraham just subscribed. Thank you. Hi everyone, good morning. I know I'm greeting everyone right now. We currently only have one viewer. Thank you for being here though. I did want to go ahead and get started on time though, because there are quite a few things to go over. I have a feeling this is going to be one of my longer lives because I'm going from scratch. We're going to be making our Croc activities, and I'm going to go from beginning to end, sharing everything in between. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat box. I will be sure to answer them as I go. But just to kind of get an idea of what I'm going to be sharing, and I will be sharing all of that in the chat very soon. I have a bunch of different color Crocs. So these will be yours to keep. And then I'm going to talk about how to add the different stickers to it, which is actually meant to mimic the jibbits that we put on our Crocs. I will share this completed one that I've already done as well. Let's close this one out. And I have a bunch of different sticker reveals that are already done that you can use to import what you've created already. So you're more than welcome to make 2 copies. That's what I would do. One so that I can keep like the Christmas theme, for example, this one that's showing, and then one so that I can edit and bring in everything into. So the reason why I'm sharing different ones, it's because they do have different number of questions. So for example, this one's set for 14 questions. This one's set for 10. This one is set for 18. This one's another 14 one, and then here's the 10 one, which I'm going to be working off of, just because if I can work on a 10 one and get my point across, I don't have to work through an entire 18 question template, but you might want a template that is 18 questions for what you're doing. Okay, also, I've done a lot of math activities in the channel, but I figured that today I would do something that is not mathy. I have a template that I screenshotted. I believe it's this one. Let me find it. This one here. This was created by Heather over in our Pixel group using my little Pikachu activity that I made, which I'll also share because somebody asked for it. So I'll share this one today as well, this template. So I'm going to be just recreating. I'm going to be using her questions and showing how to put the questions and the answers. And the reason why I'm doing that is because since I teach math, it's sort of hard for me to come up with non-mathy questions. So I'm going to use her questions. I'll just pick 10 that I like, and then that way you can see something that's not mathy, also with the same type of template. But you could always use the math questions. I will get to adding questions and all that towards the end. Okay, does anyone have any questions so far? I see that there are 4 of you watching now, so that's super exciting. Thanks for being here. All right. I would so appreciate it if you give the live a thumbs up. That super helps me get the live pushed out so that people on the replay can actually watch it. And then hopefully that turns into subscribers. At this time, I've met the subscriber count that you need to reach what YouTube calls monetization. What I'm working hard towards now, it's the view count. So if I get the videos pushed out there and people watch them, even if it's like 2, 3, 4 minutes of a video, it's starting to add up. So that's what I'm trying to get to right now, just those view counts. So if you can hit the like button, I would super appreciate it. All right, let's start off with sharing the things we won't be using today. So this flying Pokemon that I just showed you, this is a pixel template. You can add your answers over on sheet 2. I'm going to go ahead and share this because I promised I would over in the chat. And let's just make sure it goes through. Perfect. All right, so that's this one. That is the first link that you see there. It's for this template. If you want it, feel free to make a copy. If you are watching the replay and you can see the live chats, that means you have to be on a computer. So sometimes they show, sometimes they don't. Okay, so I'm going to close this out. This is the Crocs one that I already made for fractions. If you want this one, it's already been shared. This one's already been shared in the Pixel group. But I'll go ahead and share it here too, just in case you are not in the YouTube Facebook group. All right, and then I'm going to share all of these different templates. You're going to see how I use them. I will be working off this 10 question one, like I said a little while ago. So let's go ahead and share those. Here is the Christmas one first. Perfect. Close that one up. Here is the Thanksgiving one. I love this one. If you love mashed potatoes, I mean, come on. This one's an 18 question one. My students love that one too. This is the back to school one. This one is Mr. Potato Head, and it says, but I don't want to use my head. I love that one. I feel like that's how students feel like when they're going back to school. This one's a good one to use. This one's 14 questions. There goes that one. And then last one, this is a generic one, nothing on it. So this is what I'm going to be using to create ours, the Croc one. All right. I'm going to keep this open because we are going to be using this one soon. You can always come back later and make the copies. You don't have to make the copies right now. They're also going to be in the description of the video at the end. And I put little tags on what every one of them is, with the exception of the activities that are already made. So all the templates are shared. The other ones, you're kind of going to have to go here and look for them. But everything else is going to be shared in there. All the templates. And then this is the one that I just recently made. I'll go ahead and share this one too for fractions. This one was also just shared in the group yesterday. So there it is. Ooh, so many shares. All right, sip of my coffee because my throat's getting dry. All right. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to put this off to the side. And we're going to bring this one up. This is the Crocs template. I'm going to share this one that I already made just in case you want to turn it into a template later or you want to add more or remove some to it. This one is, I'm going to be working on Canva like always. So you're going to watch me from the beginning to end how to use Canva. If you are a teacher, I know whoa. That was hard to get out. I have said this a ton of times before. If you are a teacher, it is so worth it to have Canva. It is free for teachers. You apply for it. I can't show you because I've already done that. But when you go into Canva, you're going to see a thing to get the pro account. You apply for it using your school email. You can use your personal email, but you put your school email to prove that you are a teacher, and they approve you right away. Okay, so it's amazing. You get all the features for free, and if you are not a teacher, it's worth the $15 or whatever that you pay a month. If you, for example, tutor or you're on YouTube and you edit things, I cannot say enough good things about it. If you don't want to pay for it though, what I'm sharing will work with the free account because I've already made it. So again, you don't have to pay for this. You could just download Canva. I'm not affiliated by Canva or anything like that. I love them. All right, so this one's the one that's done. I am going to close this though because I'm not going to be using this one. I just wanted to share it because it's done. So in case you wanted to play around with it. You do have to make a copy, right? So file and then make a copy in order for it to work. All right, and then now here is this one, which is the one we are going to be working out of right now. So what I'm going to be doing, this one has 7 different Croc colors to choose from. You can see the white one is the last one that I made. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this link and share this one. Ooh, so many. I think this is like the... I don't know if I've shared any more in the past, but I feel like this is the most links in a row that I see in the chat. There's some of you watching. Someone say hello. I feel so alone. And not my husband. It doesn't count if you say hello. I know you're watching. All right. So I was waiting for Debbie and Juliane. I do want to address that. They were supposed to join me, but Juliane did have a migraine, so she is not coming. And then Debbie's supposed to join in the chat. We'll see if she has some time to chime in. But these things were created by me. We just wanted to get together because we haven't been, all 3 of us, together in a long time. But I am sharing just things that I've made. So these are all made by me. So, all right. Let's get started. I was just kind of waiting to see if anybody clicked on this last one or if anybody has issues getting into this particular template here, which is the last link on the chat right now. All right, I am going to use the red Croc for today. So what I would have you do is go to File and then make a copy of this one. And you would have all of this together. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. This would be your second step. You're gonna make 2 copies. One is so that you have all the colors. And then the second copy that you're making is the one that we're gonna work out of. So I'm gonna make a copy and I'm going to call this one Red Crocs. And then I'm gonna make mine a Harry Potter theme. If you know me, you know me. I always make Harry Potter things. I don't have a Harry Potter Croc template yet, and I have a lot of Harry Potter Crocs myself. So I see myself showing my red Crocs on screen to my students so they can see them and then the activities. So, of course, Denise, you're so welcome. All right, so this is, again, if you are making copies, this would be your second copy. You don't want to edit the copy with all the Crocs because you won't be able to come back to it, right? So you want a fresh, clean copy of Crocs so you can make a bunch of activities if it's something that you like, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and delete all of the ones that are not the red Crocs. So you should have just that one that you chose. Okay, so maybe you're working on a different one. I'm just going to go step by step in case anybody is actually working with me and you have any questions, just let me know. Okay. The next step is to start adding the jibbits. Okay, so there are 2 different ways that you can work towards or with this. You can add one at a time or you can add all of them and then remove one at a time. So similar to how we did the shelves for Harry Potter. If you were here during that live, I showed you how to create the shelves and then work backwards. With the Crocs, as I played around while I was making this template, I found that for me, it was nicer or easier to add the Crocs one at a time. I just don't know why I preferred that, but I did. And also you can add a background if you wanted to. I would do that right now so the background copies. So the way that I would do that is, for example, let's see, let's go to elements and I am going to search for magic background because Harry Potter theme, right? So maybe something that screams Harry Potter to me. Oh, that kind of looks like the Forbidden Forest. It's a book. What is that? Or an eyeball? I'm not sure. Oh, that's kind of cool. How's this one? No. Position to the back. I don't like it. Let's go back. I'll show you how I do it when we're there. Oh, maybe this one. All right, so I'm just adding see how it shows up on the background? I'm just dragging the picture so I can see it. I can already actually kind of tell I'm not going to like it, so I'm not going to complete that. Let's try just the stars. I guess that's okay. The glitter stars. I'm going to leave that one there. It's gold. It's, so red and gold are the Gryffindor colors, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that like that. But what I did is just I dragged it and I dropped it so that it shows up in the background. Okay, and that's it. And if for whatever reason it does what it did at the beginning where you can see it in front of the Crocs like this, all you got to do is go to position up here and then hit to the back and it'll put it in the background. Okay. So this first one is what students would see when no questions are in their template, right? So no questions have been added to their template. So they would see this, okay? I am going to now duplicate this. So I'm going to right click on this little box and then I'm going to duplicate the page. So now I have two of them. On this second one, I'm going to add my first sticker or my first gibbet. There's a lot of different ways that you can find gibbets. So if you have Canva here, you can go over to elements and you can search for them. So for example, let's look up, well, I did back to school last time, right? Back to school. So you get all these little graphics. You'll be able to see all of the ones that I used. I just used ones from Canva. And all you got to do is click and it puts them on here and then we resize. Okay. But I'm not going to do that. I am going to use ones that I uploaded myself. So I'm going to go over to uploads and just kind of scroll down through my history. There's a billion things because I use this heavily. Here's all the ones from that live we did. Oh man, I don't know if I have Harry Potter ones in here. I should. You know what? Let's do it using the elements. I should have prepared better. All right, so let's look up Harry Potter. If not, we'll change it. Oh, there's a bunch. All right. Told you, Canva is amazing. Use that search tool. All right, so I'm going to use these as my gibbets. Okay, so they show up here on the side. I'm going to put them one at a time. And then at the end, we're going to download all of them to bring them into our template. Okay. Another thing to mention before I just kind of start adding the stickers, I am going to be using a 10 question template, which means I need 10 different gibbets, which also means that here at the bottom, I am going to end up with 11 different images because the first image with no gibbets plus the 10 gibbets added. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this one. Here is the sorting hat. I'm going to resize it because they have to be tiny. I'm going to put it right in the corner and I'm going to kind of move it, right? So it gets that, you know, you move your gibbets around. I want to try and get it right on the dot, right? So that it simulates what you would do with actual gibbets on your templates. All right, so now that I have the first one, I'm going to right click and I am going to duplicate that. And on this third one, I am going to add the second gibbet. So now, no questions, one correct question. And this one will be 2 correct questions when we add the second one. So here's the other one. I'm going to add this one. Ooh, too small. Let's put this one here. And I'm okay with letting it kind of go off because, right, if you have a big gibbet, they do go off like that into. Trying to get it nice in there. I like it. Maybe I'll add another one. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll explain my thought process right now. Okay, so 1 question, 2 questions. I'm going to duplicate this one now. This will be 3 questions. I am going to add the same gibbet. I'm going to paste it. And I am going to use this flip and flip horizontally. There you go. That's what you would do, right? You try to get your Crocs to match. So there are my 2 jibbits. That's 3. I'm going to duplicate this one now. I need to add my next one. Let's go ahead and add little Harry. Make them tiny. And off. Actually, might be better right there. Okay, so here's another one. Duplicate. If you work faster than me, you can probably go super ahead. Here is the Gryffindor banner. We're going to add that one too. Put this one up here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always like to check. There should be one less than that page number. Duplicate. 7. Ooh, a phoenix. A kid dressed up like Harry. Hermione. Ooh, Luna's glasses. Doesn't really go, but I might add. Ooh, I like this one. I might add Luna later. Okay. I like this little plant guy. Oh my god, what are their names? Mandrakes. The Mandrake. It's so funny. I like it. I'm talking to myself. It's okay. Someone talk to me. There's 6 of you here. There was 9 of you at one point. Say hello. Denise, I appreciate you. Okay, let's see what's next. Ooh, the flying key would be a good one. I just don't know how I would put it on top of a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we need one more here for the 7th one. We are on track. I like that little snow globe. Ooh, there's a potion. P for Potter. We can always repeat characters, but I'm trying to add ones that I like. Again, this is what... Oh, let's do the love potion. I like that one. Very Potterish. Amortentia. Okay. That one. And duplicate. We're almost done. We're getting there. We're getting there. Ooh, a howler. Let's add the howler. And that one here. Oh no, where'd it go? Hello. Kind of want you a little bit bigger. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one less. So duplicate. And oh, that's a frog. This one I like. Let's do this one next. Deathly Hallows. Not sure I'm too thrilled with the color, but it is Harry Potterish. Also, you could have more than one show up, right? So you can add more gibbets at the end, like right here. I just need one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm gonna add it on this shoe. We need a good one for the end. I wish I found a Dobby that I liked. Let's see, what if I look up Dobby? Ooh, Hedwig's a good one too. No. How about just owl? Snowy. There we go. It's more like it. We want one that's like cartoony looking. Let's do this. Oh, so this one. Cute. Okay. There we go. Okay, so these are my 10 gibbets. This would be the final picture. You can add anything you want to it. If you wanted to add text, for example, you could do that as well. If you wanted to add like a congratulations, right? Any of those things you can also do. I have, again, now 11 Crocs. This is what they would look like. No questions, answers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, I'm going to share this one in case anybody wants it. You can add more to it or less. Also, before I forget, I am going to add this into the description. I'm going to add later. And 10-piece Harry Potter themed red Crocs. Okay. So this one, in case anybody wants it, this is the Harry Potter one. And now we're going to add it to the template. Okay, so this is how easy it is. I am going to share, go to download, PNG. You can also use JPEG if you want to, but PNG is my favorite. Okay, so let's do that again. Share, download, make sure this is PNG and that you're downloading all 11 pages. I'm going to go to download. It'll take a little bit. And then now that that's downloaded, it goes into, it makes a nice little folder for you with all of those images in there. And these are the images that I'm going to use. I'm going to go ahead and bring that down. And once again, I am using this 10 question template. I'll go ahead and share it again in case someone wants it. If you were late or you don't want to find it. But I am going to go ahead and use this one. Okay, so I'm going to file, make a copy. And then this is going to be 10 question Harry Potter Croc template. And close the one that I don't need. Okay, notice how I'm leaving this folder off here to the side. I'm going to leave it here because I'm going to drag and drop into my template. So over on sheet 2, you're going to find the pictures here, the picture progression. They are in order. So the blank one would be my Croc that has no gibbets in it. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete these. And I'm going to go into the blank one and I'm going to go to insert, image, image in the cell. We've done this a million times if you've been in any of the other lives. And then I'm just going to drag and drop that one. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same for all 10 of these with the gibbets in order. So insert, image in the cell. There goes that next one. Insert, image in the cell. Goes that next one. Insert image in the cell. There goes that next one. Insert image in the cell. And I just forgot what number I'm on. Let's close that. Let's just make sure that this is working. Oh, did someone sub? Thank you, Marcia. Hey, I think that's the first time that's ever happened. It happened twice today during the live. How fun. All right. Let's check these. Thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate you being here. All right, so 3. And let's just make sure it's the right questions. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. So next one is the 4th question. Perfect. Insert image in cell. It's the 4th question, which will be the 5th one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. 5. We're 1 ahead. 6. Insert image in the cell. 7. Insert image in the cell. 8. insert image in the cell 9. Now I'm saying the numbers out loud so that I don't forget where I was. Insert image in the cell 10 and 11. Insert image in the cell 11. Okay, that's it for putting the pictures in. Obviously, if you have more, if you added more questions, more gibbets, then you would add more of those in here. I am going to close this off because, well, actually, let's leave it open and test it. So we knew it was good up to 3. 4 should show up one more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. It works. Now I can close this. Okay. Technically, this template is done, right? But it looks ugly. No one wants a template that looks like this. We want to make sure that we change the colors around for it to work. So I'm just going to show you the process that I take to make this more into like my style. You can have whatever style you want, but the first thing that I like doing is I like changing the background to match the background of this picture. For this one, it's easy because it's black, right? So if yours is not black, if you chose a different background, I would suggest that you click on any cell, doesn't matter which one, like this one, for example, off to the distance, go to the fill color tool, and then use this little pick custom color tool. The reason why is because that's going to match your color perfectly. You cannot use this on Safari. This tool does not exist on Safari. So you do have to be using Chrome. I am a Mac user, but you can see that I was kind of bouncing around Safari and Chrome. And that's because really, I mean, these are Google products, so they work better in Google Chrome. So again, in Safari, you're not going to see this pick custom tool. So make sure you're using Chrome for that. So pick a custom color. I'm going to click on that and it's going to give me this little thing, and then I would select my background color. Right, so again, this one is easy because it's black. Now that that's turned into a custom color, it's going to show up here on your custom colors. Mine doesn't because it's just black. But let's try it with a different color. So if I wanted the Croc color, that exact red, it's here. And now that's in the custom color because it's not the same as any of these reds. It's slightly different. And so I'm going to select everything now that I have my custom black color. And now I've changed all of the background to that. Okay, now I'm going to change this font to white so that you can see it. And then I'm going to switch my numbers. I am selecting and holding the control key or command key if you are a Mac user. Hopefully your color is not black, so it's not just going away like mine. I know where they're at because I've made these templates. But I'm selecting those, and I'm going to switch that. Now that I made that red, I'll keep that red Croc color so that it matches. Okay, and then I'm going to select the answer ones. And I'm going to turn those into white. Now this looks so much better. Kind of looks like Christmas. Not sure. I'm loving that. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to insert a border. I like to have a border on mine all the time. So I'm going to insert 2 columns above, 2 columns on each side, 2 columns on each side, 2 rows above, and 2 rows below. And you'll see why I do that. So holding this one, I'm going to go to insert row below, and then I'm going to do it again. So there's 2. Then I'm going to do the same here at the bottom. 1, 2. And then I'm going to do the same here on the side. Insert column, insert column, and then same here. Insert column, insert column. Okay. Now I notice that my columns at the bottom are not the same size, so I'm going to select these 2, and then I'm going to hold down my shift key and select the 2 at the bottom, and I'm going to resize them. Okay, and once you have everything selected and you resize, everything that you have selected resizes to that size. Okay, I'm going to make the outer corner. So I'm going to select the top row, the first column, the last column, and the last row. And I'm going to turn that red, that same red. And then I'm going to select the second one. I like to do this with my templates. And I'm going to turn those yellow. And the reason why, or this like goldish color, is because those are Gryffindor colors. Right? So it's like a Gryffindor template. Now this is a template that I like. I'm not a fan of the green here. It makes it look like Christmas in my opinion, but that's just what shows students whether or not their answers are correct or incorrect. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it so that it matches my other templates that I would have used with my students already. There's a couple more things that we can do. Here, if you notice, my blank color is gray. I can match that to my theme, so I can make it yellow or this gold color. It's very easy to do that. When you are on any of these cells, I'm going to right click on that cell and go to conditional formatting. And you're going to see that there is this gray one here at the top. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to change this color to that same gold color and then go to done. And that's going to apply it to all of the rows. So you just need to do that once. So now notice that when there are no answers, these are gold. So I like that better because it matches the template. It's completely optional. Oh, did I just undo it? I did. I just undid it. What did I do? Undo, undo. Let's do that again. Okay. I don't even know what I did right now, but conditional formatting, it's okay. I get to show it again. Click on the color and then choose the gold, go done, and there we go. Perfect. All right, does anyone have any questions right now? If you wanted to make this image bigger, you can. We can, right now is this size because of the row. Notice how if I go this way, it's not getting any bigger. But if I change these to slightly bigger, I'm selecting the answer columns over on the side with my control key, one more, and I'm going to make these a little bit bigger. Now the picture became bigger. Let's see if it's the biggest it'll go right now. But you can keep working, making it bigger, making it smaller. All you got to do is just resize this. This is not like Pixel, so you can resize it however you want. Personally, I am not loving these being so thick. So I'm going to make those a little bit smaller. I'm okay with that. All right, so here is the Harry Potter template. I am going to share this one as well in case anybody is a Harry Potter fan. And then we're going to move on to adding the questions and the answers. So this is the Harry Potter template that I just made. It's all ready to go to add your own questions and answers. And there it is in the chat. And I'm going to add it to here so that I don't forget. Let's put it here. HP template we made. HP Croc. All right, that's going to be in the description later. Okay. Now that I have the template, I don't want to mess with it, especially because I shared it. This template's ready to go. Everything works. So now I'm going to turn this into an activity. So I'm going to file, make a copy. And this is going to be a compound words activity Crocs. And then this will be the answer key. Okay, so I'm just, again, making a copy so that then I'm not messing with that original that I just shared. This is going to be the one that I do. And if you were here at the beginning, I am using this, these questions that Heather came up with in the Facebook group. The reason why I'm doing that is because I didn't want to do another math activity. And I don't know how to come up with these kinds of questions myself because this is not what I teach. I'll put this off to the side just so I could see the questions over here. I'm going to make this smaller so I can see both. There we go. So what does she call hers? Compound word wrangler. Let's call it the same. Compound word wrangler. I want something that somebody can use, you know, and if you have this one, this might just be another option. If, you know, maybe you don't like Pikachu, or maybe these are too many questions, so you want less. So I will go ahead and share this at the end as well. If you want this one though, the Pikachu one, I am not going to share that one because again, I made the Pikachu, but she used that template and made the activity, and that was shared in our group. So if you want this activity, you can always join the group. It's free over on Facebook. All right, so what does she say? For each question, find a single word. Type in the directions here. For each question, find a single word that can be used to form, two different compound words. For example, in question 1, the word can be used to form postcard and cardboard. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to start putting those. So it's going to be post and then blank, blank, blank. Space, 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 blank, 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 card. That's how she did it. Okay. Now I need to make this a little bigger so we can see. Perfect. And then this and this a little bit bigger. All right, so then this word is post. Okay. Oh no, card. Wait, postcard and oh, cardboard. What am I doing? This should be board. And this should be card. See why I can't do this? Just these words, right? I'm a math person. That's what I do. Postcard, cardboard. Now, there it is. All right. Barnyard, yardstick. That one might be a little hard. Whirlwind, windmill, knockout, outspoken. Lawsuit, suitcase. Oh, I like that one. Battleship, shipwreck. All right, let's do that one. Battleship. Battle. And wreck. And the word here is ship. Battleship, shipwreck. And I guess what I can do too is I'm going to copy this because it's already set. And then I could just add the 2 at the beginning. Piggyback, backstabbing. Ooh, eavesdrop, drop out. Paperweight, weightlifter. Gingerbread, breadcrumbs. Copycat, catfish. Let's do that one. Copycat, catfish. Copy, cat, and catfish. Popcorn, corn dog. I like that one. Popcorn and corn dog. This is such a fun activity. Touchdown, downtown. Touchdown, downtown. Teacup, cupcake. I like that one too. Over here on this side. Teacup, cupcake. And I already did that one. Arrowhead, headache. That one might be a little hard. arrowhead, headache, classroom roommate, that one, classroom roommate, bittersweet sweetheart, bittersweet sweetheart, and let's see, one more, countryside sideways, highlight lightheaded, lawsuit, battleship shipwreck, I already did that one, piggyback backstabbing, paperweight, gingerbread breadcrumbs, barnyard, whirlwind, windmill. Let's do that one. Whirlwind and windmill. And this is wind. All right, done. Done with that one. Okay, so if you notice, I added all the questions and my answers on the side. So now all the answers turned red. And the reason why they turned all red is because, well, the answers are incorrect now, right? So they turned red because that's not what the answers are set to do. So what I'm going to do now is set all of these up on sheet 2. Okay, so these over here, I need to set these answers to match these answers. So card, ship, cat. Card, ship, cat. You can see those zeros turning into 1. That's a good sign. So when your zeros turn into 1, it means that they match the answers on the side. So corn down cup. Corn down cup. Headroom suite. I think the last one was wind. There you go. All right, so now 10, that should match the number of questions that you have. And there it is. Now I have that compound word wrangler all done. So the last step is to hide the questions, to hide the answers over here on the side. So what I do is I delete anything that I don't need anymore, right? This is no longer a template. This is an activity. So I don't need these things to guide me where to go. So I'm going to erase the questions. I'm going to erase the problem numbers, and I'm going to erase this thing here that says answers. Everything else has to stay. These pictures have to stay, the answers have to stay, and this counter has to stay because that's what is making the picture progress. So I'm going to hide this column, select the column, right click and hide. Then I'm going to select these things that have text. I'm going to select the whole thing, right click, view more, conditional formatting. Notice how it turns this teal color. I'm going to turn that white, and then the font white, and it disappears. And then one more step while I'm still here, I'm going to change that font size to 1 so that even if this is gone, the font is really, really tiny. Hi, Rashawn. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Yeah, we hide. I'm gonna hide it too as well, but I like to hide. It's just kind of like a layered hiding, Gretchen, so that if they unhide sheet 2, they still have more to do to try and get to the answers, right? So it's just kind of like layer after layer of hiding. So I'm gonna do one more layer of that. I am going to select from B to Z these columns. I'm gonna make them really tiny, and I'm going to hide. So go right click and then go to hide. And then I'm going to make this really tiny again. Roshan, probably in a little bit. We're getting close to the end. I think, how long? I've been on for 52 minutes. I thought I was going to be on for a really long time. And then I'm going to select the whole sheet over here and then even make that really tiny. So notice how even if they come into this second sheet, it looks like there's nothing here. That's what I want. I want them to get that feeling. that there's nothing here, right? If you are watching them, they really shouldn't. This should be something fun for them to do. If you're teaching littles, they're really not gonna be trying to do this. This is mostly for the middle high school kids. So, and like Gretchen said, I am going to hide the sheet now. I'm going to right click here and go to hide sheet. And now that sheet is gone and my activity answer key is ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and share this. In case anybody wants to use this activity, it's yours. This is the activity for the word wrangler. And I'm going to also put this over in the description that I'm going to put in the video. Word wrangler activity template. Activity, no template. It's not a template. This is the answer key. Okay. Lots of links always in this is the description. It's so long. All the templates. Okay. And then my last step, right? This one is ready to go for me. It's my answer key. I know what it says. I am going to screenshot it because I am going to share this in the Facebook group as always. But I am going to make one final copy of this, and this will be my student sheet. And the reason why I do this extra step, it's because just in case you have a low internet connection, I'm erasing the answers. This is what the students should see when they start working on this activity, right? They shouldn't see any answers on there. When you go and assign this to students, you want to assign one that doesn't have any, right? Any answers in there. That way, when you go and you assign this, you have one ready to go. The more times that you assign this, right, this template, when they get it, will have never seen the answers at all. So that is it. I guess I don't really need to share this. You can make your own. You're going to have to make your own copy anyway. But that is it. Does anyone have any questions? I can't believe we went through all that. It's been 55 minutes, including the short little time at the beginning where I am just kind of waiting. So this is ready to go. You should have, and if not, check the description. You should have all the different templates, the Canva template, and then there's all the instructions that you can watch on how to use the Canva template to then bring those gibbets and make your own activity. If you do make anything, I would love to ask that you share them with the Facebook group. People appreciate it. You see that Juliane, Debbie, and I are always sharing as well. Anything that we make, we share. So if you have it in you and you created something and you want to share it, we would love to see it. Crocs are a huge thing right now. So maybe getting some fandoms in there. I'm sure I'll be making more in the future, just like I did with the shelves. Once I noticed that my students love them, I just started making a bunch. So this year I'll be on this Croc thing going on and making a bunch as long as my students like them. If my students like them, I will absolutely make more and always share. If you don't have any questions though, I am going to go ahead and end the live. I will leave it open for a little bit in case there's any questions that I can answer, but I think that's it. I'm done with all the instructions. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I hope that my instructions were thorough. Let's go ahead and as I'm waiting, just in case, I'm going to share this on Facebook. So let's open up the Facebook group. Ta-da. Oh, you're so welcome, Neil. I would love it if you guys hit the thumbs up on the video. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely lots to take in. Once you're done watching, you can always go into the other lives because this is the 8th one that I've done. So I started at the beginning of the summer. Go and download everything else in there. There's tons of templates. They're always free. They're in there. So let's go ahead and word scrambler. Oh, that sounds like breakfast. Compound word wrangler. Compound word wrangler activity we made during the live. Link. Oh. I think that's the right link. Well, if it's not the right link, somebody will tell me. And I'm going to put the picture. There we go. And then we'll put the link to the, let's do that. Let's put the link to the live. Oh, that's fine. Let's just post it like that. Let's see. I know. When do you start? I start tomorrow. Trying to deny that school is starting, but tomorrow's my first day. I will keep up with the lives though. So they've been really nice. I'm not sure when they'll happen, but I'll definitely keep going, even if they're just work sessions. I like sharing. So if I'm making something for my own class, I will definitely share. So I'll keep going with the weekly lives for sure. I am really trying to deny that school is starting. I have a short summer actually too. We teach online, so I have 2 weeks. Technically my students don't start until the first week of September, so I have some time without students, but I do have 2 weeks of work, which start tomorrow. Yeah, it's still summer. It's still summer. My kids start on Wednesday too. And my daughter's birthday is actually on Tuesday, so she starts the day after her birthday. So, but I won't be working. Our first week is always outside of the home, so it's just what it is. Okay, we got to dive right back in. But hopefully this makes it a little easy. If you are not in the Facebook group though, you should, because we've been sharing this whole week. Juliane and I have been sharing the whole week back to school activities. So there's a lot of back to school templates on there just to kind of get you in the mood. A lot of like get to know you activities and things like that are in there. So definitely go and check them out. But over on the Facebook group, that's always also linked in the description. But again, thank you so much. I so appreciate you guys being here. If you have any questions as you're rewatching, feel free to leave them in the comments. I always get back to them. So if you notice, like if you've seen any of my past videos, I always answer. So if you have any questions, just feel free to leave them in there. And when I see them, I'll get back to you on it. Like if something doesn't make sense as you're rewatching, I'm more than happy to explain. And if you have any ideas of something you'd like to see in the future, let me know, because I'm happy to incorporate that as well into a different life. So I will see you guys on the next one, hopefully. Just take a look at the community post. I'll always post the times in there well in advance. Okay. Bye, everybody.